Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you are in the world. I'm Carolyn Perry. Intuitive reader, reading the tarot, healer, and I'm happy to see you all here. If you're just joining me for the first time, think about subscribing. And if you've been here for a while, welcome back. I'm going to try something new today. I haven't done one of these readings yet on my channel. But I'm going to do a bit of a relationship reading. And basically, I'm going to read for the divine masculine and the divine feminine. So whether you're in a relationship, whether you're hoping for a relationship and kind of wondering where your person is, whether it's twin flame out there, however you want to read for it, I'm just going to focus in on the divine masculine, divine feminine, and see how they're interacting. And again, this is not a gender thing. It's just how you identify, or how you might identify your person. So and not only that, but we all have our own divine masculine and divine feminine within. So the divine feminine is the aspect of us that is that intuitive knowing, that inner voice, that gut feeling, that kind of knowing you want to move in a certain direction. And the divine masculine aspect of us is the part that makes it happen, the part that steps out there, that takes the actions, that puts YouTube channels up, that makes things happen. So when we do the divine masculine, divine feminine readings, it can be about yourself. And where is that part of you at this point in time? So I'm just going to pull a few cards for each aspect and see what's happening. So I'm going to start with the divine masculine. Just pull some cards to see where they're at, or that part of us is at. Okay, so the first card that we got is the Knight of Pentacles, and this is about kind of slow moving progress, making some movements in a certain direction, possibly some things opening up in the world, on the physical realm, that's helping to move the progress along, but it's kind of slow moving. Although that we have the Four Cups, and the way I read this, if you look at this particular deck, the hand of God is offering something. So I feel like the divine masculine is being offered guidance, divine guidance from God, the divine. And I get the sense that with this, there's some opening to it. So a lot of times they can be offered this, but don't always recognize it or look for it or take it in. But this card, the young man in the card is looking at, or the young person in the card is looking toward the what's being handed to them. So it feels like there's a bit of an opening coming for the divine masculine, where they've been moving very slowly towards something, but this is like they're kind of getting a little bit of a wake-up call. And with that, there seems to be some celebrating and some movement and some opening for receiving from, the cups are here, that was in the other one, and it's like kind of coming to life. So it feels like there's an opening around that. And then we have the Page of Pentacles, and to me this is like the pregnancy card, the giving birth to something new, the movement in a direction in the physical. And there's the abundance, as you can see, the abundance. I always think of peacocks as being a symbol of abundance, so there's some abundant new opportunities that are coming for this masculine. And I think that they're opening their minds to maybe be more expanded to what other ways they could be looking at their lives, and what other things could be happening for them. And we end with a really beautiful card for the divine masculine, which is the Sun card. And this is them stepping into this abundant way of looking at things and really being able to receive in a different way. So to me, the sense of these cards as I read them and kind of pull them together is that there has been some slow movement and kind of almost stuckness in the way that the masculine has been proceeding, but there's some new information or new downloads or new ways of things coming to them. I think a lot of this is my intuitive sense, is that they're getting a lot in dream time. That's allowing them to see that there may be other ways, other more abundant ways of looking at things and making movement toward that in the physical. So if this is someone that you're kind of thinking about, but you're not connected to right now, it feels like they may be receiving some more clarity about how to make some movement forward toward what it is that would make them truly happy. So I think that this is more of a time of them incorporating that, kind of breathing that in, letting that come to them. I'm just going to pull one oracle card for the divine masculine, just to get some information about what's going on there. It's a little additional information. So they're getting the protection card. And this is you, your loved ones, and your possessions are safe and protected by heaven. And I think this is a big piece of what they have been struggling with, that aspect of not feeling safe in the world, not feeling safe to make move forward in a certain way, not knowing that they're supported by spirit. And I think that's starting to change. That's starting to be the energy that they're feeling more connected and knowing that spirit is there and providing for them. And that's that cup of God, cup of the divine being offered. That's helping to support them. And I think that that's going to help, as they're feeling more supported in that way, they're going to feel more comfortable with making decisions that are of the heart rather than of the head. I think that there's been a lot of slow movement because they've been stuck in feeling like there's a certain way to be. And when you start to feel more connected to spirit, and you start to feel more that there's a bigger, more expansive way of looking at things, then you can start to make movement differently. So I think that this is a time of introspection and coming into clarity, more clarity about how to get to that sun card, that all-encompassing abundance. So let's see what's going on with the divine feminine aspect of ourselves. And oh man, one of my cards dropped. So we will probably, well, let's take that one. That's the star card. Oh. So the divine feminine, well, the card that popped out was the star card. And the star card has to do with starting to feel and sense and be really aware of moving toward your divine purpose, your path, the part of the sensing of really knowing what the connection to spirit and the direction that you're meant to be and moving in this. And there's a real support for that, a real sense of synchronicity and things falling into place with that. The Nine of Pentacles, this is the divine feminine being feeling really comfortable with being independent and doing her own thing and making her own money, living her way of doing things, making choices that fit for her, feeling really solid in that and confident in that, and listening more again to that divine path. the Page of Wands. These are opportunities that are coming for her to be moving forward in a more passionate, towards her passion. What is it that brings her? But I feel this is independent of the divine masculine. This is more of an independent time where she is focused on what it is that brings her in the physical, what she wants, mind, body, spirit. This is the Three of Pentacles, like that balance within her own life, within herself, and feeling more confident in all of that, really stepping into her power. And this is the goddess energy. I see the goddess energy as being this, really connected into that divine feminine energy, and knowing how to be confident in that. And when I see the goddess being in that way, she's able to just call to her what she needs and wants. She's able to be comfortable with knowing that she deserves everything that she wants, and she can just sit in the knowing that it's coming. So this feels like a time for me of her really understanding how to be comfortable in who she is, and knowing that whatever she's wanting, whatever she's needing is coming to her, and it's making movement toward her, and that she has choices. This is the Two of Pentacles. It just feels like there are choices that are coming. So there may be more than one option for her as far as relationship goes. There may be some choices that she starts to feel this sense of almost an abundance in that way, that she is able to call in what it is that she's wanting. And there's some choices around that. I thought I would pull from the Mary Magdalene Oracle deck. Magdalene Oracle deck is what it's called. And just for the divine feminine, to get her oracle reading and some more clarification around that. But it feels like there's a sense of independence and dropping into knowing who you are, and what's your divine purpose, and how you want to move toward that. It's almost like a feeling of nothing's getting in the way. You're moving toward what you want, and you knowing you have choices, and that's the sense of it. And the card that from the Oracle deck is the Matrix card. And let me just read from the book, the Matrix card. Trying to figure out why certain things happen is like attempting to piece together a 1,000-piece jigsaw puzzle while only having a few pieces of the puzzle in your possession. You cannot fully understand the present situation using the logic of your finite mind. Just know that the bigger picture exists, even though it's not possible for you to see it at this time. Trust for all that is happening is an act of love. Ultimately, you will discover the blessing. Have patience. You will look back on this period of your life and be thankful for all that is occurring now. So I think that's, to me, that sounds like a reassurance that even though there may be some separation right now, there may not be this partnership that you're hoping for, that everything that you're working on, everything that you're doing to kind of find your goddess self, find your connection to that divine piece of you, find your passion in life, is helping you to move towards exactly what it is that you're wanting to receive. So staying clear about holding that desire, that intention of where you're wanting to go. And I brought out another deck. I wanted to just kind of pull a few cards. This is the Little Witch's Tarot. It's kind of cute. My little mini deck. I wanted to pull out a few cards just to kind of see what's going on. So we have the sense of where the divine masculine is, which is kind of some introspection and learning about their connection to divine, and the divine feminine seeming pretty comfortable and confident in her connection with the divine, and moving in creating for herself independently what it is that she wants, and holding that knowing of where she's going and what she's calling to her, which probably is the divine masculine, since that's the reading we're doing, right? So let's pull some cards for what's going on, but the energy between the two. Okay. I thank you all if you're still with me. Love it that you're here. Love that there is this beautiful community that we're building. I just loved your comments and hearing from you. So if you feel guided to, I'd love to hear how you're feeling and maybe what you'd like more of. So we have the Eight of Cups, the King of Pentacles, the Nine of Cups, the Knight of Pentacles, which we had earlier with that, and the Six of Pentacles. So to me, this feels like there's some movement for both of them away from whatever it is that doesn't serve them, like moving away from the things in their lives that don't serve and moving more towards what they're wanting. The King of Pentacles, I feel like this is probably more around the divine masculine, starting to step into how he wants to really be as a king in the world, and making those choices. And the Nine of Cups is for both of them. It's like, what is it that is going to bring fulfillment to both of you, and that kind of feeling that essence. And there's some slow movement toward each other. There's some slow movement towards getting there, but there is a balance that's coming for both of them. So these are positive cards. It just seems like there's some process that's happening in this effort to kind of come together for whoever this is for. I mean, this is obviously a reading, a collective reading, so there's only going to be certain people this is going to resonate for. If it doesn't resonate for you, just to let it go. It's okay. But for the people that I'm reading for, it feels like there's some process, especially with the divine masculine. Well, I mean, think of both of them, but with the divine masculine, kind of understanding and recognizing that there is an ability to make movement towards what is wanted. But there's some beautiful balancing that's coming out for both of them, that's allowing them to move more toward what it is that they each want. So I hope that's helpful. Let's do one final, just overall guidance card for everyone in the reading today. Oh, synchronicity is the name of the card. Your prayers and questions are being answered by synchronistic events. Notice them in order to increase the flow. So I think that that's the whole thing. The whole thing is that, divine masculine is being shown not by the divine, given signs by the divine as to how to move and have more of what abundance in his life, and the divine feminine is learning how to connect with her divine aspects and be able to call in what she's wanting. And there's this balance between the two of them. There is a slow movement. I don't think it's necessarily going to happen tomorrow, but there is a slow movement toward connecting to each other. So I hope that was helpful. This is very new to me. I'd love any feedback. Anything that you want to give feedback about, what worked, what didn't, what you liked, what you didn't, and I'm just kind of growing my understanding of how to offer what I can offer. I do personal readings. If you are interested, certainly check out the link down below. Send me an email. Let me know. I also am a past life healer. I do healing around any trauma that might have happened in other lives that's affecting you in this life. If you're interested in knowing more about that, certainly send me an email. I'd be glad to talk to you or chat with you about that. I do have a website that kind of describes some of that in more detail. If you check out bluefeatherhealing.net. And I look forward to hearing from you. If you liked the video, please give me a like, subscribe. Love hearing from you. And I will talk to you soon. I'll definitely be back tomorrow with our weekly reading. Take care.